Is XRP dead? Is it over for Ripple, given the SEC lawsuit being pushed out another year? Also, recent comments from Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse in an interview. I want to break it down. Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. Well, my friends, I want to talk about Ripple and XRP and the situation that we find ourselves in. And in addition, a huge Bitcoin adoption news and crypto regulation news. There's a lot happening, major crypto events happening in Bahamas and so forth. So before we get to it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. If you're listening on a podcast site or platform, please give me a 5-star rating. Quick word from our sponsor, and that is iTrust Capital, which is building, or I should say, allows you to trade crypto within a retirement account. And it's essentially trading in an IRA, which gives you huge tax benefits and savings. They have 25 plus cryptocurrencies, a full mobile app on Android and iOS. And best of all, it is free to sign up. There are no monthly fees or subscription fees or anything like that, no hidden fees. So you can go sign up today and see if it's for you. Also, they use top of the level security, such as Coinbase custody and Fireblocks. This is what a lot of the institutions use. So you don't have to worry about your crypto getting hacked or stolen. And if you use my link in the description, you can get a $100 funding bonus. So be sure to check out iTrust Capital, link in the description. All right, guys, let's talk about Ripple and XRP. Is XRP dead? Is it over for Ripple? Well, certainly the situation is not looking great in the short term. Long term, in my opinion, I think things are going to be fine. And I want to share some comments from Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, in an interview he had with Bloomberg yesterday. And, some media outlets have covered it. And here's a headline: Ripple is operating as if it has already lost, says CEO Brad Garlinghouse. So let's play the clip here for you guys, and then we can talk about it.
Gary Gensler said recently publicly that justice delayed is justice denied, and unfortunately, justice is being delayed here by continued efforts by the SEC to push things out.
Okay, well, Brad, our litigation analysts here at Bloomberg Intelligence think that the SEC ultimately is going to win this. That's just an opinion. It's a hypothetical scenario. But in that scenario, how does Ripple move forward?
Well, look, I think the Howey test is being stretched beyond recognition. And again, there's a 1946 Supreme Court case. So the idea that XRP, which we use as a currency, the idea that that's a security, I think is just misguided. But look, unfortunately, Ripple is already operating in a world where it's as if we have lost. Right. So in the United States, XRP has for all intents and purposes, there's no liquidity. It's been halted and frozen on most U.S.-based exchanges. Despite that fact, Ripple had a record year last year. We continued to grow very quickly across our major product groups. Even Q1 was a record for us. Now, unfortunately, that growth is almost all coming from outside the United States. And we are hiring more and more people outside the United States. But our customer base now is about 95% non-U.S. companies, non-U.S. payment companies.
Okay, folks. So you heard quite a few statements there, right? That the Bloomberg analysts think that Ripple is going to lose this lawsuit with the SEC. And Brad follows up that statement by saying, hey, we're already operating as though we've lost. Now, when I hear that, it doesn't make me encouraged that they're going to win. Now, I still think they have strong evidence that fair notice and everything else that's been going on with the SEC that they could win this. But hey, look, there's obviously, we're not in a lot of the litigation and hearings and so forth. We don't know what evidence is out there. So I'm just, being devil's advocate and just saying that we don't know everything, but I do have confidence that Ripple is going to win this. Now, this is not an emotional opinion or take. I hold XRP. It's my number one. Many of you are familiar with my portfolio breakdown. A lot of the channel members have access to this. And XRP is my number one, Bitcoin my number two, Ethereum my number three. I'm diversified, and I always taken the approach of diversification to reduce the risk in my portfolio. So a couple of things. One, the pushback of this lawsuit timeline to 2023 is not good. And that has a lot of people scared. And I understand that because the compounding factor here is that the market is taking a downturn. And I've said it time and time again, the market moves with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not doing well. Altcoins are not going to do well. So some of you may ask, well, Tony, why are you still holding your XRP? Are you going to sell any? What's happening? Well, I have not sold any of my XRP positions. I still hold what I've been holding and DCAing over the years, along with other altcoins. Have I taken some profits in last year's bull run with other cryptos? Yes, I've done that, Bitcoin and so forth. So I do not plan to sell my XRP unless something detrimental happens. I don't think this timeline pushback for the SEC lawsuit is detrimental. Here's why. Because I believe Ripple is already taking the haymaker from the SEC, and that is a lawsuit filed against you. XRP gets removed from exchanges, right? But it still maintains a top 10 position. In addition, it's seen price fluctuations and movements where it has jumped up in the rankings, right? We saw that last year. Now, it wasn't some epic pump, but the point is that it's not like it dropped off of the top 10 or the top 20, the top 30, right? That would have been something that I would have been like, okay, pump the brakes. I think I need to exit my position here. But it didn't happen. And once again, it was the biggest punch, the biggest haymaker, right? Like Mike Tyson punching that guy in the airplane recently, right? It's like the big punches came through and Ripple is still standing, XRP is still standing. And as Brad said, they continue to get adoption outside of the United States. So that's another factor that I'm looking at, that XRP is still trading fine worldwide, with the exception of the United States. ODL, which uses XRP, is getting adoption. They're launching new corridors, and they continue to do a lot of other building outside of the ODL product in the United States, and that is NFTs, tokenizations, and so forth. Now, the macro view, step away from Ripple for a second, the entire market moves with Bitcoin. I don't care what people say based on their emotions and feelings. This is data, analytics, and trends. That's why you see random dumb coins pop off, right? There was even recently a coin, I kid you not, on CoinMarketCap that was named Elon buys Twitter. That was a coin, and it was up near 300%, guys. On the day. Ridiculous. So we're still in the early days where speculation is rampant here and huge swings, right? The capital just flows, and a lot of whales are doing things, and a lot of algorithmic trading bots are doing things based on market cycles, market sentiments, and so forth. So you have these factors that pump different altcoins off at different times. And XRP is not exempt from that. XRP is included in that. And I believe once a Bitcoin hits its retracement and then alt season comes into play, we're going to see XRP pop off. You look at the technical analysis and the charts and so forth and the market cycles, it certainly looks that way. Now, of course, that's not guaranteed. I'm not telling you that is exactly what's going to happen. That is a thesis, a probability. So with that said, with all the hits that XRP has taken, right, with the lawsuit, the delisting, and it's still in the top 10, and it's still trading worldwide and still getting adoption, then I still think it has potential to do well. Now, I was, of course, anticipating alt season and a settlement to happen at the same time. And look, that could still happen, right? Look, Ripple and the SEC could settle this even though this timeline got pushed out. I think that is still possible and on the table. Is it very likely? Probably not, right? I'm just keeping it real with you guys. So I still see potential to make money here given my entry point price and based on my average overall price of buying it at different times, DCAing and so forth. Now for you got to make that decision on your own based on if you bought XRP at $3, right? I didn't buy XRP at $3. I was selling at that point, and this was back in 2018, but you got to do what's best for you, from a financial perspective. I'm not a financial advisor or investment advisor, and this is not financial advice. Of course, you got to talk to a registered investment advisor and do what you need to do. But I'm personally still holding. I have not sold any XRP. Am I buying the dips right now? I'm not. And that includes other altcoins, right? Because I'm just trying to see what's happening with the market right now. It's a very uncertain time. And I have bought the dips previously in January and so forth. And I have a macro view. So I don't believe XRP is dead, and I don't believe Ripple is dead. But the short term is very, very non-encouraging right now, right? Yeah, it's not a place where many people feel confident. And I'm being real with you guys. Do I feel the same level of confidence that I have even last year and even after the lawsuit? No, because there's just a lot of uncertainty with the market, and plus the timeline getting pushed out. So just keeping it real with you guys. But when I say my confidence level has dropped, maybe I would say 10 points, right? If it was at 100, it's now at 90, or it's at 80, whatever, right? But it's not down to 10% or 5%. So don't get me wrong. But I got to keep it real with you guys. I'm not trying to lie to you and tell you fairy tales and wishful thinking. I keep it real with you guys, and I've tried to do that over the years. So I'm still holding my XRP. I still believe Ripple's going to win this lawsuit, but look, anything can happen, and we'll see how things play out. But I am optimistic also that Congress will step in, and that we're going to see regulations that will benefit Ripple. And there's other things happening, like I shared in yesterday's video. Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, and a bunch of other people from the ACLU and so forth going after the SEC. So there's a whole other aspect where the SEC is being weakened. And Gary Gensler is feeling the heat now with the Biden executive order and much more. Now, Kevin O'Leary, who was at the Crypto Bahamas conference hosted by FTX Exchange, Anthony Scaramucci was there as well, and a bunch of other people. Well, he tweeted out today a photo of him and Sam Bankman-Fried, who's the CEO of FTX, and a bunch of other people. He said the Crypto Bahamas conference is packed with institutional investors and government officials. They know policy is coming. So I think certainly crypto regulations and clarity is coming, because the institutional players are here, BlackRock and all these guys, and they're going to help push these politicians forward and influence them. And we see more members of Congress are coming on board with crypto, right? More and more of them are jumping on board, and it's bipartisan, both Democrats and Republicans. So this is good. And once again, this is just another factor which I think will help Ripple and help put the SEC in their place. And I think they will revamp the Howey test or build a new test for digital assets. Now, moving ahead, speaking of BlackRock, by the way, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, $10 trillion of assets under management, has launched its blockchain ETF. So we heard this was coming. They have officially launched it. And, this is happening despite the prices being what they are right now, which is crap, right? So here's the headline from Bloomberg. BlackRock's first crypto-linked ETF debuts in lackluster market. Now, they want me to pay to read this article, which sucks, but I'll give you what I can here. BlackRock is launching its debut blockchain-focused ETF as record cash exits cryptocurrency funds. The iShares Blockchain and Tech ETF, which begins trading Wednesday, tracks companies involved in the development, innovation, and utilization of blockchain and crypto technologies. So, of course, this has been filed with the SEC. And the fact that BlackRock is here, guys, and we were just talking about Fidelity yesterday with their retirement account or Bitcoin 401 retirement account product, I think we're seeing huge dominoes fall. And I hope you're looking at this news and not just the price. You got to look at the market holistically, right? Price is important. We're all here to make money. Absolutely get it. I want the prices to be high. Trust me, I have plans. I want to cash out. I want to take that money and start putting it to work, right? But we got to be patient and look at the market holistically and look at these big players taking positions. What is the government doing? Governments, excuse me. And we're just seeing all signs pointing to crypto adoption. Now, here's an example of that. Blockworks did a great job putting together the following infographic. The crypto bear market. $9.2 billion invested through 461 equity deals in Q1 of 2022. So yes, we are in a bear market. I think a short-term bear market. I don't think we're in the official long-term bear market, right? I think Bitcoin has to retrace alt season, and then we go into that deep bear market. But look at this. Despite what the prices are doing, huge records amounts of money coming into the crypto market. And this is what I've been talking to you guys about every week when I share with you, oh, this fund just popped up and this fund just started and this guy's raising money and that's is happening, right? You total it up, it's in the billions of dollars, guys. And this is just in Q1. It's amazing. And I will be interviewing actually one of the founders of a fund that raised $1 billion to invest in crypto, both the tokens and the equity. All right, let's jump ahead. Riot Blockchain. I actually interviewed the CEO of Riot Blockchain, I think it was earlier this year, Jason Less. And they continue to expand. They have the biggest mining operation in the United States, of course, in Texas. And in North America. And here they will develop a 1 gigawatt Bitcoin mining facility in Navarro County, Texas. So Bitcoin mining is booming in the United States. And we saw yesterday, the city of Fort Worth, they are planning to mine Bitcoin, the government itself, right? It's just huge news. Now, there has been some level of FUD going around that New York State is banning Bitcoin mining. Well, one of the representatives, Anna Kellis, she tweeted out the following, clarifying what they're trying to do there. She said, the oh my goodness, guys, the moratorium, wow, not a ban, will not in any way restrict anyone's ability to buy, sell, and invest or use cryptocurrencies in New York State, nor will it impact in any way anyone's ability to do cryptocurrency mining as long as they're not buying a power plant to do it. So this is not a ban. And I think there was a lot of headlines go around saying, oh, New York State just banned Bitcoin mining and yada, yada. That's not what it is. They're just putting guardrails around it. It's kind of like the bit license, right? I hate that New York has these things, but it's like, yeah, you can come operate, but you need to get specific license, and you can't you can't go buy a power plant, right? And I can understand the point, right? Like you can't put too much pressure on the infrastructure because New York State is powering New York City. Obviously, they use a lot more power than many other smaller cities, right? So I'm sure this is like an infrastructure thing. So, we'll see. We'll see how things play out, but it's not a ban. And I want to make sure that was clarified, because some people who hate Bitcoin or have an agenda to say, oh, Bitcoin sucks, Bitcoin mining sucks, and yada. Look, New York State is banning it. Not true. The details here, you got to make sure you read the details and get the facts. So let's move ahead. Finland is donating tens of millions of dollars in confiscated Bitcoin to Ukraine. Guys, this is amazing. Like, you wouldn't think countries would not have been doing this even just 2 years ago. All of a sudden, hey, we got some Bitcoin. Ukraine is taking crypto. We're going to send some Bitcoin to them to help them out. Times are changing, my friends. Paradigm shift. The paradigm shift continues. Cuba to allow licensed Bitcoin and crypto exchanges. Every country. We've been talking about it for years. I know I'm repeating myself. Any country that bans crypto, they will be killing their GDP and their economy, because this is the future economy, tokenized economy, digital economy, everything running on blockchain. That is where we're headed to. Just be patient, guys. You're just seeing dominoes falling globally. So, guys, that's the news. And, I don't know how you guys feel about my comments about XRP and Ripple. Like I said, I don't believe XRP is dead. I don't believe Ripple is dead. In the short term, it is certainly not a great time to be bullish on Ripple and XRP, because once again, just a bunch of different issues. The market as itself, this lawsuit getting pushed out, even Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse comments. But I'm looking macro level, and I'm still bullish, guys. So that's my position. Let me know what you think, what you guys are doing. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Share the video, hit the thumbs up button. Once again, if you're listening on a podcast site, give me a 5-star rating, and I'll talk to you all later.